This year, it's exactly 10 years ago that the idea was born in my head of doing an Ironman triathlon one day. And when I'm thinking about back then, it was super obvious. I had to take swimming classes because I did not know how to swim. And when I bought my first road bike, I had to learn how to ride it. I had to learn how the shifters are working, how to ride corners, all of these things. But when it came to running, I had my running shoes and I was running in school for the Cooper test and all of these things, and there was no reason why I should learn running. And when I'm thinking about that from now, I think it's super obvious that this was wrong. Think about you want to go skiing. If you can't ski, you need to learn it. If you want to go for some weightlifting, you go to a gym and you ask if they can explain you how to do a squat, what the right posture is, how to balance the weight, all of these things. Even if you want to do yoga, you go into a yoga class, you take online classes or you attend one, but it doesn't matter. Someone is explaining you how to do the yoga moves, how to breathe during yoga. And I think when talking about breathing, this is a super interesting and super relevant topic. Because back then, when I started off with running and at some point found out that my strategy was potentially not the best one, I was asking me thousands of questions and I needed to get answers to these questions. And some of the questions were about breathing. So the first question that came up in my mind was how to breathe. Like, are you using your lungs, your belly, like where to suck in the air? And I found that out with a super easy experiment. So you're taking your hands and you place your hands on your belly. And now try not to move your belly, but inhale. Inhale and exhale and try to focus on how much air there is going through. And now do the same, but put your hands on your chest and breathe in through your belly. Can you notice it? When you're breathing in through your belly, there's so much more air going in, and you can use the capacity of your lungs and everything is getting better. So really suck up the air with your whole lungs and with your belly so you can use them way more efficient. But this was leading to my second question. When to breathe? Breathing super often and super flat, like almost hyperventilating, or breathing super deep and using the whole capacity with every breath? And the answer to that question was about that you need to find a pattern that fits your rhythm when you're running. For me personally, this was compared to my steps, 2 steps breathing in, 2 steps breathing out. So it went like... But this is super individual. Like when I'm going faster, this changes. And for some runners, it's like 2 or 3 breaths in and 1 out, stuff like that. So try to find your own rhythm. But especially for beginners, matching the pattern of breathing to the steps you're making is a super easy trick and it helps a lot. And the final question when it comes to breathing I had is where to breathe. Like using my mouth or the nose, or like how they do it in yoga, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Like some people say, if you are breathing in through your nose, this filters the air, this warms up the air, so this is better for your lungs. But to be honest, this was not possible for me because I was not getting enough air. So what I found out is, for me personally, once again, best is if I use both. I use my mouth and I use my nose, and I have my mouth slightly open all the time to breathe in and breathe out the same way. But also super individual, but try it out. Try to find your own way. And the most important thing when it comes to breathing, do not overcomplicate things. Do not make the mistake and think I need to learn everything first before I go out. If you're already running and you are not aware of these things, fine. If you are happy with that, fine too. If you want to change it or you want to try new things out, even better. But do not think running is a super complicated sport and you can only go out if you got the right and perfect technique. So what you really want to do is go out, have fun, and do your run. So this video was a bit of an experiment. So I wanted to provide you with more information because I get so many messages and so many questions. I feel like I had the same and I want to answer them for you. So if you want to know more, You can support me with subscribing to my channel or hitting that like button, and maybe see you in the next video.